This week I'm going to talk to you about the biblical doctrine of sanctification. So as we look at the biblical doctrine of sanctification, there is a lot of unbiblical ideas about sanctification, and the fact is there's very little teaching today about sanctification at all. So what is sanctification? Sanctification is a word that literally means being set apart. To be a saint means that you have been set apart. To be sanctified or in the process of sanctification, it means that you are in the process of being set apart. In other words, you're in the process of being made holy. Now, as we begin to understand, none of us have achieved that yet. None of us have been made holy. We're in that process. We're in the process of sanctification. The Bible tells us in Romans chapter 8 and verse 29, the Bible says here, "For those whom he foreknew, he also predestined to become conformed to the image of his Son, so that he would be the firstborn among many brethren." And so, what are we in the process of being? We're in the process of being conformed to the image of Jesus Christ. And so, he is holiness personified. He is holiness in the absolute perfect form. He is holy, holy, holy. We are in that process of being sanctified. We're not there yet. We're getting there. We're works in progress. Now, when we have been redeemed, we're totally redeemed. We're 100% redeemed. When we have been justified, like I talked about last week, we are 100% justified. A couple of weeks ago, I talked about regeneration. When we are born again, we are 100% born again. We have totally died to the old life, and we have been given a new life, that rebirth, that regeneration. But now, as we begin to look at it, when we're saved, we are made holy in the Spirit, but we are still walking in the flesh. And so the Spirit is made holy. The Spirit has completely been redeemed, but in the flesh, we're continuing to allow God to work out that process of sanctification within our lives. And so as we do that, we recognize that God is at work within us, and that work is to make us holy through the process of sanctification.